Good morning. My name is Jackson, and I will be your chairperson for today's morning service. Are there any new visitors, or families here this morning? If so, welcome to our temple. Those who of you sitting near them, help them find the proper pages for the sutras, gathas, and readings. Thank you. First, we will have San Buju on page 24 in the Big Book, followed by Sutra chanting on page 23 in the Little Book, or page 93 in the Big Book. The page numbers will be for the Sutra book will be displayed on front of the screen or your monitors at home, so please follow along.
Oshi
Please rise to sing the Gata Buddha Loves You, which is page 39 in the Small Dharma School service book, followed by the Golden Chain, which is located on page 2 in the little book, or page 15 in the big book under Golden Chain 1.
Okay, everybody wings out. Ready? Fly, fly, little bird. Bunda loves you, little bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Run, run, little pup. Bunda loves you, little pup. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Don't cry, pussycat. Bunda loves you, pussycat. Mew, 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 mew. Swim, swim, little fish. Bunda loves you, little fish. Oh, very good.
The Golden Chain. I am
a link in Amida's golden chain of love
that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Now we have a Dharma lesson by Reverend Jones.
Good morning. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, bear with me. This is a multimedia presentation. So we're going to follow my notes. See, I'm all ready. First, I have to share. This. And share. And you should be able to see. Very good. So, what I want to talk today about is emotions. Can anybody name an emotion? Yeah. Anger. That's good. Any others? Sad. Sadness. Yeah. Any others? Yes. Happy. Others? Yes. Afraid. Fear. Good. Those are all good ones. And there's lots of emotions that we have to deal with. Hate, worry, excitement, curiosity, amusement, loneliness. All things we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's tough to deal with those emotions. And we have to figure out what it is we do with those emotions. Because sometimes we act out with those emotions, right? We get angry and we yell at mom or dad. We take it out on them, or we yell at our friends or our brother or sister. And does that work? Does that do any good? No. No. It just gets the other person angry too, huh? And sometimes, though, there's emotions that we deal with that we don't really want to talk to other people about. When we feel lonely, when we feel sad, sometimes we just don't want to talk to anybody about it. And so we take it all in on ourselves. And we don't take advantage of the other people around us to help us with those emotions. You know, what I'll term the bad emotions, fear, insecurity, sadness, loneliness, embarrassment, these are all emotions that are tough to deal with. Happiness isn't so hard to deal with, right? Joy isn't so hard to deal with. But sometimes these bad emotions are tough, because sometimes you reach out and hurt somebody else because your emotions are high, and sometimes you hold it all in and just hurt yourself. Anybody know who this is? Bluey, yeah. So this is the beauty of having grandkids. You find out who these characters are, when you have no other way of knowing. And Bluey had some good ideas about how to deal with these emotions. And in this little episode I'll show you, Bingo, her little sister, I always think Bluey's a boy, but Bluey's a girl. Bluey's little sister is having trouble dealing with her emotions. So let's see how they deal with this. Okay. But let's first wait and watch while Reverend Michael figures out what he's doing. And I'm going to share. That's not what I wanted. Even when you practice it at home, it doesn't always come out. There we go. Here. And we're going to go here. And here. And we're going to...
The upset and all the angry. How do I collect upset and angry? You just feel where it is and go get it. There's your belly or your neck. And always remember to check your ears. Okay. Now you've got all that upset and angry in your hands. What do I do with it? Do you want to keep it? No, I don't want it. Well, what do you do with something you don't want anymore? Give it to you? Whoa, I don't want it.
Yeah, me neither.
Then what do I do with it? You throw it away. Oh. Like Mum said, you need to throw this thing really far. Stand sideways like on a skateboard. Bend your knees. Yep, get comfy. That's good. And with this arm, and... Whoa!
It's going all the way out to sea.
Look for the splash! Look for the splash!
There, did you see it?
Yes! It was a million miles away.
Good throw.
Yeah, good one, Bingo. Thanks.
So how do you feel?
Good. Yay! Thanks, Bluey.
Yeah, thanks, Bluey.
Thank Mia, she taught me it. Oh, and Mum for the sewing bit. Can we have a race tomorrow? Yeah. Dad, do you want to race too?
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a head start.
Okay, ready, set, go. Oh! I'm winning!
Here I come!
Okay. So now at the end there, you saw that Dad had to deal with some emotions too, right? And he had to get rid of them too. What's Dad's name? Bluey Sr. I believe his name is Bandit. But yeah, Dad had to deal with some stuff too. So, negative emotions, what we have to remember is we have to know what we're feeling, and it's not normal to feel these emotions, whether they're good or bad. There's nothing wrong with having these emotions. And then you have to figure out where they're at. Where do you feel it? And you collect them up and you throw it away. This is one way to deal with the negative or bad emotions. How do you deal with them? So I hope that Bluey and Bingo have helped you think about how you would deal with your emotions and how you might do things that help get rid of those emotions before they upset you or somebody else. So please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Namanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Jones. Please rise to sing the Gatha Sayonara on page 103 in the Little Service Book, followed by the promise located on page 5 in the Little Book or page 15 in the Big Service Book.
楽しく今日も過みました。優しい御親に守られて、嬉しいお家へ帰りましょう。さよなら皆さんごきげんよう。さよなら先生を大事に。楽しい今度の集いまで。
The promise. We thank the Buddha for showing us the way of freedom.
We will endeavor to walk in his noble path every day of our lives.
Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Thank you, Rinban Sakamoto, Reverend Mikama, Reverend Jones, Mr. Akizuki, Mrs. Tanabe, organist Mrs. Jones, and AV coordinator Mr. Kitagawa. Are there any announcements?
Hello again. So on March 11th, we're going to repeat our Dharma study class session of living a Shin life in a period of uncertainty and fear. So you'll see a couple of flyers around the temple like this. There should be one in the next Dharma as well. We do need people to sign up because we've limited space, but it will be a hybrid, so we'll have a Zoom session as well. But what we're revisiting here is the emotions, fears, and feelings that people are having after a couple of months of experiencing the new administration, the existential threats that are still widely felt, and possibly even more. So, you know, these are things that are tough to manage, and we want to know how to do it in a Shin Buddhist context. Right? So please join us. If you have any questions, see me, or you can email me. But you can sign up for it and either join us live or be on the Zoom session. Thank you.
Good morning. Junior choir will be meeting in the little chapel across the street. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be talking about the art contest, the Earth Day art contest. It's open to everybody, and we want something that is sustainable art, something that you can repurpose, maybe egg carton, and make it into something else, and then that is reusable. What we want to do is protect the earth as much as possible, and reuse things that we just would throw away. And so let's think about it. And we want everybody to try something. And so groups, affiliated groups, families, even individuals, if you have something you can think about, then try and make something and enter the contest. Good prizes, okay? You're going to get money if you win, okay? So, try and see. I left some information on the back, the entry form and so forth. So please try. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Honda is here.
Good morning. I guess I'm doing this announcement then. Next week, Rinbon is doing his next One Sangha event, so I've been up here a couple times talking about it. So free lunch. So after service, after 11:30 or so, we'll have chili and rice. Thank you to those of you who have volunteered. I've got 4 now, but we could probably use 1 or 2 more. So if any of you are interested in making chili and sharing your chili that day, thank you. Please see me or see Rinbon. Okay, and again, that's next Sunday. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Arlene Maury for BWA. So BWA is continuing to collect canned goods, also hygiene products and cleaning supplies for the San Jose Spartan Food Pantry. So there's a box inside the gym and there's also a box inside the office. So if you can go through your cabinets and if you have extra stuff that you don't need anymore, like I had a lot of Lysol stuff left over from COVID, then if you can contribute that, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Todd, and Troop 611 is having their annual Korean barbecue-style dinner. The meal is $25, includes dessert and a raffle. Takeout is from 4 to 6 p.m. and 5 to 7 for dine-in. This event takes place on March 15 in the gym. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Lex.
And my name's Sarah, and we're from Girl Scout Troop 607A2, and we just wanted to thank everyone for their kind donations for our troop for our One Warm Coat Drive.
Your contributions have helped us greatly, and we appreciate everyone who supported us.
Thank you.
Before everyone leaves the temple, please straighten all the books for the next service. Those of you who are interested are welcome to attend the Boy Scout Sunday service following this service. For your safety, please obey the crossing guards and look both ways before crossing the street. Thank you for attending today's service.
Good job.
the end, thank you for where you said what about this at the end too? Yeah, and then the acknowledgements here. You also say
Say it at the end.
yeah, and say Troop 29 as well. So was we added to this part though too? Okay. Oh no, but I mean he added there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you have to add that. Do we?
And then at the end, you can also ask, are there any announcements? I forgot to add that. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, perfect.
Hello, my name is Ryan Liu, and I'll be your chairperson for today's Scout Sunday service. Welcome, Scouts from Pack 611 and Troop 611. We will now have Kaden Kanazawa start the program with the Sangha reading, which is the description of a Buddhist Scout. I'll also welcome Troop 29. All right. The duty, this Sangha reading is the duty of the Buddhist Scout is to lead themselves through the life wisely and well, and to help others also to find happiness and joy in life. For joy and happiness are not found everywhere. The Buddhist Scout trains himself to read the signs of life, and then he guides his fellow man to happiness and joy. The real Buddhist Scout is called Bodhisattva. The word means a seeker of enlightenment. Enlightenment means to be fully awake, so that the seeker see things as they really are. The Bodhisattva wants to be fully awake as he passes through life. He is not satisfied to be half asleep. The Bodhisattva reads signs as he goes through life, and he knows what dangers he will face, as well as what has happened before he came along. We will now have offerings of candles. Incense, flowers, fruit, Rinban Sakamoto will now lead us in meditation, followed by sutra chanting Jusege on page 23 in the small Dharma school book on page 93 in the large service book.
초생한 희심의 존엄 싱아후만도 세부 조성아 나오므려고 버이나이 세슈 버사이쇼 빙읍 세프 조성아 나시조문노 묘셔천지모 극혐이셔먼 세프 조성아 미여그 진쇼넨 조에슈몽여 시금의 존엄 이셔텐닌심 진리기엔나이콤 버셔무 사이노 효조상금요 고사이슈야군난 가이히지앵엔 매싱호모안 해송의쇼와군노 전하츠센슈몬 거서조만석 이여러제법 내징아흔셔저기 댕고옴พึ่엔 이슈카이호소 고세군노구호 조오다이슈주 샘머시싱읍 그여이사이뭇 여성의슈동의혼 난내시트조만 동의상아이오 려문의의 집 전한미부쇼 강나부에리 도시사이쇼선 싱한야고가 나이센노간노 고부션헨니 싱은홍읍 연어세 namanda, 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 namanda.
We will now have incense offerings by the following representatives: Cub Scout Pack 611, Boy Scout Troop 611, San Francisco Troop 29, Betsuan Youth Department, San Jose Betsuan, Rinbon Sakamoto will now lead us in the three treasures found on page 3 in the small Dharma school book, on page 8 in the large service book.
Please rise and join in the reading of the three treasures on page 3 in the Dharma School Service Book. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves our supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Thank you. Please be seated.
We will now have a Dharma lesson from Rinban Sakamoto.
Good morning. Welcome to this morning Scout Sunday here at the San Jose Bitswing. Welcome to the Scouts from San Francisco. It's a annual event where we share our Scout Sunday together and come together as people from different parts of the Bay Area sharing a common experience. And that sharing of experience is really important, that we recognize that although we're separate with different troops, although different parts of the Bay Area, when we come together, we can recognize that there are things that we also have in common. And I think it's really important to be able to think about that, to recognize that. Just coming together is nice, because then you meet your old friends, you see people that you may not have met before, and you can be able to, from that, learn about something else. Maybe learn something new, something that you hadn't thought about before. Maybe in your scouting, you might find somebody who has earned a badge that you may not have thought about before, or you're thinking about, and you might learn from that person who's earned that badge. How did you do this? How did you earn that badge? What did you have to do? There are all kinds of new badges nowadays. When I was a scout, eons ago, many ages ago, there were not as many badges as they are today. And like knot tying, that was about it. I was not very good at it, but these kinds of, I don't even remember what I remember one merit badge that I was working on. I think it was, I had to build a radio, and our friend of ours ran a kind of a repair shop, and he had an interest in these kinds of things. So I went. My mom said, "Go see him, and he'll show you how to do this." So I went over to talk with him, and this was over a period of time that we built this radio. And it was built from a nori can. So you know what nori is, right? They used to come in cans. These kind of about this size, and the lid would come off and separate. And so we began to drill holes in the side and holes in the bottom to secure the pieces that would go into this radio. And so it was pretty cool. In the end, you had this nice box. You had little dials on the outside, and it actually worked. I don't know what that was for. Maybe that wasn't a merit badge. but it was fun building this thing. Those are the kinds of memories that you should have in your life too, and sharing with others as we gather together. It's not just kind of coming together. It's learning from each other, learning experiences, and learning about things that you have in common, things that you experience, maybe in different places, but similar experiences that you can share with one another. When we think about coming together, just two troops, right, coming together. But in the world that we live in, there is a lot of different kinds of troops. By troops, I mean different groups of people, right, that have different interests, different skills, and how do we learn from them? What do we need to do in order to recognize or be able to be a part of that or to learn from that. One of the things that Buddhism at its core is about resolving the difficulties that we cause and experience in our lives. And Buddhism suggests, and this is the Four Noble Truths, so everybody should have this understanding in your head. It's really simple. Buddhism is really very simple. It's about this resolution of difficulties that we cause and experience. And so Buddhism suggests in this Four Noble Truths that we experience difficulties because of our tendency to see the world through our preferences, our likes and dislikes. And because we do that, we separate the world out. And we have people over here and people over there. And when we separate them out, they can't communicate, can't interact. But we separate the world out. And Buddhism suggests that we don't have to be like that. We can begin to come together, soften the boundaries that separate. But in order to begin to do that, we need to start thinking about how we see the world. And again, because we have a tendency to see the world through what I like, what I want, what I need, that we begin to separate the world out. If we can begin to think not so much about what I want or what I need, we will begin to soften those boundaries. In order to do that, though, we need to be able to have some empathy. Yeah, empathy. It's a word that we should know, we should be familiar with. In the Bodhisattva reading that we heard earlier, right? The Bodhisattva will lead others. But in leading, that Bodhisattva is not just acting in his interest. The Bodhisattva is acting in the interest of others as that Bodhisattva leads the way. There is a story of a group of people traveling across a vast expanse. And this was a long time ago, so they were actually walking, not traveling in a utility vehicle. They were actually walking. And as they walked, they saw this large wall, and it was beginning to, the people in this group that was traveling, it was beginning to become very hard. They're running out of food, running out of water. They approached this wall, and they could hear, on the other side of the wall, they could hear water running. They could hear people laughing. They could smell food, fragrance of food coming over the wall. And I thought, we have to go and see if we can go in there. And so they said, okay, why don't we lift somebody up onto the wall, and then they can tell us, we can help others go up. And so they put the first person up. And the person went onto the wall, looked over, wow, and jumped in. What happened? He said, wow, and he jumped in. Gone. So he said, okay, next guy, let's try the next guy. Lifted up the next guy onto the wall. Said, wow. And then turned around and helped the next person up. Yeah? Helped the next person up. That's the Bodhisattva. That's what we need to try and do in our lives. And it's not just, helping over the wall. The wall is a, what do you call it? Simile? Wall, no. Metaphor, thank you very much. Wow. English major? No, okay. That's the exact word. It's a metaphor, right, for the things that we experience in our lives, the challenges, the difficulties, the differences that we experience. We need to be able to empathize with the people around us. When we start arguing with one another, there's no empathy in that. We need to cultivate that value, that importance of being able to empathize. And it takes practice. It is a skill that we need to learn and practice. When we, in all of these challenges and difficulties that we experience in our lives that we see out in the world around us. Sometimes it's hard to do that, to really be empathetic to others. My view, they don't understand what I'm saying. If you only understood how I understand things, things would be better. But that's not empathy. All it is saying, you need to know what I need. And what we need to practice is a way of empathizing with others. How can we begin to communicate again with one another? And that's really important. Our ability to share ideas in a way in which both of us are able to learn and grow. As we gather together for this Boy Scout Sunday, again, we're people from different parts of the Bay Area coming together, and that is so important. Coming together, sharing our experiences, learning from one another. Again, Buddhism, very simple. It is about the resolution of difficulties. That these difficulties result from our tendency to see the world through what I want, what I like. And if we can kind of set that aside, we might be able to communicate with one another, not as different parts of the Bay Area, but simply as human beings that recognize in one another the interests and excitement and the kinds of things that we want to do or have done. And we can share that with one another and learn from one another. Today, at this Boy Scout Sunday, we gather together, enjoying the company of one another, learning from our experiences, and sharing this day together. Next year, maybe San Jose goes to San Francisco. I'm not sure. Yeah, goes to San Francisco. Used to be San Mateo was in this mix. And there were 3 troops that would kind of normally rotate through this joint Scout Sunday. And we have to activate San Mateo again. Mountain View used to have a troop too, and I'm not sure if they still function or not, but it's nice to be able to see and to share some time together and on this very important Boy Scout Sunday. Thank you very much, everyone, for your presence here this morning. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I was reluctant to this, not reluctant, but I want to show off. This is my Boy Scout, Eagle Scout trophy thingy that I received when I became the first Eagle Scout, along with old friend. Just saw him a couple weeks ago. This was in Moilili, Honolulu, Hawaii. Troop 151, Ernie Morikuba and myself, the first Scout, Eagle Scouts 151. There's no more, unfortunately, Troop 151. This was July 23rd, 1967. Whoa. Yeah, it's surprising they're still not rusted. But scouting has been an important part of my life. Just a kind of way of looking at things. I think the most important, I talked about empathy today, but I think one of the regular thing that influences my behavior from scouting is leave it better than when you arrive. It's a real simple statement, right? But leave it better than when you arrive. Whether you're camping or hiking or going to a meeting. If you go into the meeting and you destroy the meeting, that's not scouting. Yeah. Leave it better than when you arrive. And that's been an important kind of a guiding principle for me. And that came from scouting. And that was a long time ago. But anyway, I wanted to prove, here I am. I have been a Boy Scout. I am an Eagle Scout. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Rinbon Sakamoto. We will now have awards presentations by Kaden Kanazawa.
The word metta is a Buddhist term meaning loving kindness and goodwill. This word was selected as a name for the Cub Scouts Religious Award with the hope of nurturing boys who will relate to all the inanimate and inanimate things with loving kindness and goodwill in their hearts. The following scouts from Pack 611 have earned the Metta Award. Corey Akayoshi, which unfortunately couldn't make it. Connor Ahara, Next, we have Jackson Hirabayashi. Next, we have Taisa Kanazawa, which unfortunately couldn't make it. Although there are no Sangha recipients this year, the description of the emblem reads as follows. The Sangha Award is a medal consisting of a pendant, ribbon, and a bar. The pendant is the wheel of Dharma, sometimes called the wheel of life. It is a symbol which represents the spreading of Buddha's teachings. The wheel is suspended from a multicolored ribbon representing the aura of Buddha's many virtues. The ribbon is attached to a crossbar on which is inscribed the Sanskrit word Sangha, meaning brotherhood.
Will everyone please rise for the singing of the Gatha? When we see the golden sun, you will find the text in your program.
When we see the golden sun shining be seated.
This concludes today's Scout Sunday service. Now Rinbon Sakamoto will close today's Scout Sunday service with Gasho.
Gasho, please. May all beings be happy. May they be joyous and live in safety. All beings, near or far, large or small, may all beings be happy. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you to Rinbon Sakamoto, Reverend Mikame, Reverend Michael Jones, Dennis Akizuki, Sumi Tanabe, organist Elaine Jones, AV technician Kevin Kitagawa, and meta teacher Karen Akimoto and Troop 29 for attending. Are there any announcements?
Hello, I'm Todd, and Troop 611 is having their annual Korean barbecue-style dinner. The meal is $25 and it includes a dessert and a raffle. Takeout is from 4 to 6 p.m. and 5 to 7 for dine-in. This event takes place on March 15 in the gym. Thank you.
Good morning. It's Gilbert the Greeter again. Today we would like to welcome our new friend. First, Jamie and Chelsea. You can simply wave your hand or you can say something introducing yourself. I wonder if you still have a DC and a Sonali here. Okay. These are students from Santa Clara University. You want to say something? And we have a Easy being today. She attended 2 services already, so she got a full flavor. And today, in case you want, we have a 3rd service today, so you can have a full trifecta. You want to say something? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I also like to thank Phyllis and Matthew for hosting our new friends. Do we still have any new friends I haven't got a chance to meet and introduce? Okay, please. Well, thank you. We hope we'll see you again in our temple. Thank you.
Good morning. If you stay for the 3rd service, though, it's in Japanese, so I'm not sure if you speak Japanese. Hi. Next week, Rinbon has his first One Sangha event of this year. We held a couple last year. And earlier he spoke about gathering people together, the importance of just sharing one another's company. And so that's why he started it last year. And so next Sunday, we'll be doing it. You can come, share stories. You probably don't have a story about creating a radio and then not sure if it was for a merit badge or something else, But if you're as old as I am, you can come and tell a story and not know what the heck it was from either. So actually, you don't have to be old to be like that either. So to entice you to come, we have free food. So we have that I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. That well-known Buddhist food, chili. So we're as you know, Rinbon is from Hawaii, and he just wants us to come talk story, and I can't do a pidgin English accent. I should, but my dad was from Maui, but I can't do it. My brother Lon, he can flip a switch and speak Hawaiian accent like he's a native, but I can't. So, but we'll have chili and rice and hot dogs. I think, John, we're doing yes, and who knows what else. So if we have 4 people now bringing chili, including Rinbons. Rinbons will be the killer chili, but we also have several other people. Dennis, you're doing one? Yes. So Minister's Assistant Dennis Akizuki is doing one. So please join us. Seriously, especially since the pandemic, it's been hard to get people to come together and gather. Or for those of us who have kids, you have so many things. You come to church and then you take off and you go do basketball or you do whatever. But it's important to make time and just sit down and gather with friends or make new friends. Maybe you can make new friends from Santa Clara University or whatever. Okay? Thank you.
It's good to see the students from Santa Clara. I went to Santa Clara, good school. And I know what the scouts were saying during Rinbon's talk is it's the question on everybody's mind. I heard you whispering it. What's a radio? So ask one of your scout leaders, but make it one of the older ones. So on March 11th, we're going to repeat our session, Living a Shin Buddhist Shin Life in a Period of Uncertainty and Fear. It'll be a hybrid event, so we'll have both in-person and Zoom session. You'll see a couple of flyers around the campus with the QR code, and so you can register. We do ask you to register because we have limited seating here, and then we will have the Zoom session, as I said. But these are important discussions. These kinds of things will not be recorded or anything. Everybody's free to just say what's on their mind and say what's worrying them and so on. And it's an idea of just getting together and helping understand together how we get through some of the trials and tribulations of what's been happening and what's in front of us. Thank you.
And back to the vein of food, directly after this service, I'd like to invite everybody next door to the multipurpose room in the gym to have some light refreshments. And again, thank you to Troop 29 for joining us today.
This concludes our service. Thank you everyone for attending.
日本語のサービスをお待ちの方、もうちょっとお待ちください。すいません。 こんにちは。皆さんお待たせいたしました。今月も、今月というか今年初めてですね、日本語の講座をね、始めさせていただきたいと思います。こちらの最初はお勤めから始めまして、大きなこのお経本の93でしたね。93ページ、十聖下をね、ご一緒にお勤めさせていただきます。で、十聖下のお勤め終わりましたら、一緒にですね、今度はまた同じこのブックの、いつも、7ページですね、来三も一緒にお唱えさせてもらって、ご法は少しお話をさせていただきます。はい。では、お勤めからね、ご一緒に始めさせていただきます。ご一緒に合唱、お念仏もしましょう。ナマンダーウツナンマンダーウツナマンダーウツナンマンダーウツナンマンダーウツナマンダーウツナンマンダーウツ。礼拝、頭をお下げください。お直りください。
He
緒に合唱をお願いいたします。合唱。骨仏申しましょう。ナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツ。礼拝。お直りください。はい、ありがとうございます。そういたしましたら、こちらの大きなお経本の、いつもごめんなさい、7ページでしたかね。7ページ。第3問ご一緒に、ご唱和いただければと思います。皆さんは絵集一同となっているところをご一緒に読んでください。はい、第3問。人参受けがたし、今すでに行く。仏法聞きがたし、今すでに聞く。好み根性に向かってどせずんば、さらにいずれの章に向かってか好みをどせん。大衆もろともに、四神に三宝に帰依し立てまつるべし。自ら仏に帰依し立てまつる。まさに願わくば主情とともに、大道を大下して無常意を起こさん。自ら法に帰依し立てまつる。まさに願わくば主情とともに、深く胸像に入りて知恵海のごとくならん。自ら僧に帰依し立てまつる。まさに願わくば主情とともに、深く胸像に入りて、ごめんなさい、今どこまで読みました私大衆かな、ごめんなさい。大衆を通りして一切無下ならん。無常人人未明の方は百千万号にも愛おうことかたし。我今検問し授事することを得たり、願わくは如来の真実義を下し立てまつらん。ナマンダーウツナマンダーウツナマンダーウツ。はい、ありがとうございます。すいません、間違えちゃった。最後の最後に失礼いたしました。はい、ではね、少しばかり、20分ぐらいお話をさせてもらえればと思います。本日は皆様ようこそお参りくださいました。多分ね、多くの方はよう来られているのでお分かりかもしれませんけれども、初めていらっしゃった方のためにね、言いますと、このお寺は浄土真宗本願寺派のお寺であります。ご本山は京都の西本願寺というところにね、大きなお寺があるんですけれども、その浄土真宗の特徴としては、そのままの救いっていうふうに言われることがあります。そのままっていうふうに言いますけれども、そのままということですから、仏様からあなたにこうなりなさいよ、こうじゃないとダメよっていうような条件はついてない。この私がそのまま救われていくっていうところをね、強調したお言葉でありますけれども、それはなんでそれができるかっていうと、この仏様がそのままの私を救える仏様になられたからっていうふうに言われています。私がどんな生き方していようと、この心にどんな心を抱えていようとも、そのままのあなたを抱き取る仏になってみせるよとね、お誓いになって、それがねちゃんと叶って、今私のもとに南無阿弥陀仏というお名前になってね、私のところに届いてくださっている仏様であります。南無阿弥陀仏とこの私の身に満ち満ちてくださっている仏様なんですね。どこか遠い仏様の世界にだけいらっしゃるわけじゃなくて、今この私の命に響き渡ってくださっている。だから仏様を探す必要はありません。いつもここにいらっしゃる。いつもご一緒の仏様だから、私たちお互いいつ命を終えていくか分かりませんけれども、その時に、必ずこの仏様に抱かれて、あなたを仏の命に生まれさせるよっていうふうにね、聞かせていただくのが浄土真宗の教えであります。ですからこの仏様は、お前がこうならんといけんとかね、こうじゃないといけんっていう条件を伝えるんじゃなくて、もうあなたの救いはもう仕上がっておるよっていうことをね、教えてくださる仏様ですね。それは私が立派な生き方をしておるからっていうわけじゃなくて、ね、私に罪が ないからというわけじゃなくて、そのまま来いよっていうわけじゃなくて、反対ですね。私は罪は深いんだけれども、煩悩まみれなんだけれども、その煩悩をね、自分で切りなさいって言っても自分でね、立つことできませんからね。あなたがしないといけないことをね、この仏の方でするよ、整えているからねっていうふうにしてくださった仏様。この仏様はね、この、仏様になる前は法蔵菩薩さんっていうね、菩薩さんだったそうなんです。修行者だったんですね。でその時に無限にも近い時間をかけて、どうしたらこのものをそのまま救うことができるかって考え抜いた結果、私の方には何も条件つけないで、仏の方で変わって、ね、そういう仏になってみせるっていうふうにご自身を変わろうとしてくださったお方だったんですね。その時の、ご自分の方にね、何個も何個も条件をつけて、自分が間違いなくこのものを救ってみせるというふうに変わっていかれたわけなんですけども、48個、48願というふうに言いますけれどもね、それは全部仏様の方に自分がね、自分の方に条件をつけたっていうふうに考えてもらえればいいんですけども、その条件はね、どういうふうに始まっているかというと、私が仏になる時にこんな仏様の国を作ろうとかね、こんなふうに人々を救っていこう、ね、それができなかったら私は仏にならないっていうふうに何個も何個もその願いはね、始まっていくんですけれども、どの願いもね、この私を、ね、主情の方ね、この私を一番に置いて、この私を救うためにこんな仏になってみせるというような決意がね、含まれているわけなんです、ね。それらの条件を全部叶えるためにね、永遠に近い時間修行をして、今この身に何万打仏と響き渡ってくださっているということなんですね。と言われても、当の本人の私っていうのはそのご苦労がどんなもんなのかっていうのはよう分かりません。仏様はそのことを分かれよ、理解しなさいっていうような方でもありません。その仏がちゃんとあなたのもとに届いているっていうことをちゃんと知っておいてねっていうことだけなんですね。条件がないから、そのことを知ったからといってね、大きく人生が変わるか、物事が変わるかというと、そういうわけでは実は、ね、残念だけどもありません。でもその事実を知る前と知った後では、私たちの見えてくる世界とかこの心持ちっていうのは大きく変わってくることもあるんじゃないかなというふうに思います。これ、皆さん YouTube っていうご覧になられますか？これも YouTube に載っちゃうんですけれども、ね、いろんな YouTube がありますけれども、私は最近たまたま日本の YouTuber の方ので、はじめ社長さんっていう方のね、20代か30代ぐらいの若い YouTuber の方のビデオをたまたま見ることがあったんですね。でこのはじめ社長さんっていうのは、本当に若者に人気で、日本のね若者に人気の方で、大食いをしたりね、あとはドッキリをしたり、本当にいろんな奇抜なことを考えて、する企画をされる方なんですけども、この方がここ最近ずっとされている毎年恒例でされているのが、1年間何か特定のものを禁止するっていう企画をずっとされているんですね。ある年には1年間お菓子禁止、ね、ポテチとかああいうチョコとかで大好きですけど食べれんっていうことですね。あとはラーメン禁止とかね、とかお米禁止、お肉禁止とかをねずっと1年間されるような方なんですけど、去年からは何をされてたかっていうと、1年間小麦粉を食べるのを禁止っていうふうにされていたんですね。本当にされてたかどうかちょっと分かりませんけど、ね、1年間はその小麦粉を一切口にしなかったっていうふうなチャレンジだったわけなんですね。で、今までお菓子とかラーメンとかお肉とかお米はもちろん食べないっていうのはきついけど、それらを日常生活から避けることは簡単に割とできるんじゃないかなと思います。今日はお肉食べないって言ったらもう簡単にね食べなければいいんですから。でもね、今回の小麦っていうのはすごく大変だったっていうふうにおっしゃってたんです。っていうのも小麦は意外といろんなものに入ってますね。小麦粉っていうのはもちろん 麺類、ね、うどんやパスタとか、ね、そばにもねたまに入ってるというふうに聞きます。パンとか調味料ね、中でもびっくりしたのがお醤油の中にも入ってるんですね。グルテンなんていう小麦粉ですね。ですからコンビニ、日本はいっぱいコンビニありますけど、コンビニとか普通のレストランで食べようと思っても食べられるものはほとんどなかったっていうふうにおっしゃってました。ね、小麦粉が入っていない食事のことをね、グルテンフリーって言いますけれども、そのグルテンフリーの食事はやっぱり小麦粉のアレルギーがある人のねために提供されるものですけども、最近はアメリカでは美容とか健康のためにもね避けておられる方もいるから、レストランにもよくねGF っていうふうに書いてあるかな、ね、そういうチョイスができるようになってますけれどもね。でもこのはじめ社長さんが住んでいる日本の都市はそのグルテンフリーの食事がすぐ提供できるようなところはほとんどなかったし、もうグルテンフリーの調味料もね料理もね全部値段が高くてすごく苦労したっていうふうにおっしゃってました。で本当にこの先週だったかな、やっとようやく1年間も全く小麦粉を禁止してから1年間経ったので、やっとと思って解禁したんですね。で画面いっぱいに、これまで食べたかったカップラーメン山積みパスタもいっぱいカップ焼きそばとかもいっぱい並べて、ハンバーガーもケーキもドーナツも何個もからもこの周りに全部ね置いて、じゃあいただきますって言ってね、もう本当にむさぶるようにおいしいって食べとられてね、泣いておられるようでした。おいしいってね、泣くほどかなっていうふうに思ったんですけどもね、その周り全部置かれてたのを見たら、全部私たまに食べたくなるもんばっかりだったんですね。それが食べたい時に食べれないっていうのはどれほど大変だったのかなっていうのがね、なんとなく伝わってきました、ね。またその禁止期間中はね、やっぱり外食するにも食べられるものが限られてますから、他の人からこう一緒に食べてる時も「あ、それ食べられないよね」とか言ってね、気使われるのがね申し訳なかったっていうふうに思い始めてね、あんまり人と一緒に外食をしなくなったっていうふうにもおっしゃってました、ね。ででも悪いことばっかりじゃなかったって、ね、肌もきれいになったような気がするし、体も軽くなったような気がするっておっしゃった。で何よりすごく良かったっておっしゃってたのが、本当に小麦粉のアレルギーの方の苦労だったり気持ちが少しでも分かったのがすごく新鮮だったっていうふうにもおっしゃっていましたね。私個人が軽い気持ちでね、肌にいいんだったら、健康にいいんだったら、ちょっと小麦粉を控えてみようかなっていう一瞬のね、なんとなく気の惑いじゃないですけども決意だったら、彼が続けた1年間みたいにはね、よう続くかなっていうふうに思いましたね。やっぱり今日1ヶ月頑張ったからパスタぐらいいいよねっていうふうにね食べちゃうかもしれないなっていうふうに思ったんですね。でこの動画 YouTube にはコメントつけられるのご存知ですか？コメントなんていうかね、画面があって下の方にコメントつけられるんですけどね、その中でひときわいっぱいグッドボタン、いいねボタンを押されてる投稿があったんですね。コメントがありました。その投稿された方、こんな風にね書いてあったんですね。自分は高校生まで小麦粉アレルギーでした。ただ苦労はありませんでした。なぜなら寮生活になるまでの15年間、父も母も自分と共に小麦料理を口にしなかったからです。ラーメンもカレーも父も母も15年口にしていませんでした。外食も。この動画を見て、それがどれほどの決意と愛か涙が出ました。気がつけなかった愚足であったことを恥じます。今からでも遅くなりましたが、両親には感謝を伝えたいと思います。っていうふうにね書いてあったんですね。最初このコメントを読んだ時に、これまで 苦労はなかったっていうふうに書いてあったこの言葉に最初びっくりしました。小麦粉ね、アレルギーがあるお子さんっていうか当人もね、ご家族もいろいろ苦労があるっていうふうに聞きます。特にやっぱりこの小麦粉アレルギー避けるのがね大変だから特に大変だっていうふうにも言います、ね。きっとこの投稿者のご両親は我が子にね小麦粉アレルギーがあるっていうことを分かった時に、これから先この我が子が抱えないといけないいろんな心配事だったりね苦労をね想像されたんじゃないかなって思った。自分のこととして考えたんじゃないかなと思いました、ね。アレルギーの反応が出ると命に関わることありますから、子供の方にはこれだ食べられるかなっていちいち食事のことにね、食事のために心配させるのはさせるかもしれないなって。でも自分もこの子と同じ食事したらこの子にね一緒に食べること、この子と一緒に食べることで安心させてあげられるかもしれないなっていうふうに思ったんだろうなって思いましたね。そう思うとすごい覚悟だなと思いました、ね。また、日本は特にですけど一緒に家族でね食事をすることがねやっぱ私の世代は多かったですけども大事にしてました。私の家族は一緒に家族でね食事をする時にでもみんな同じ食事が提供されてなくて自分だけ別のものが出てきたらおいしいねってその子と一緒に味わうことができないかもしれない、ね。アレルギーだからって言って仲間外れに思わせるかもしれないなっていうふうにもね心配されたかもしれない。そんな悲しい寂しい思い出はさせたくないな、気負いしなくてもいいよ、おいしいものは一緒においしいって言えるお父さんとお母さんになるからねっていうふうに本当にいろんなことを一生懸命にねそのお子さんを一番に考えた結果、自分がこの子のために変わろうっていうふうにされたんだろうなっていうふうに思いました、きっとこの方投稿者ねの方いろんな方と生活する寮での生活を通してね、自分がお父さんたちが自分のために15年間合わせてくれてたんだなってことをきっとそこで初めて気づかれたかもしれない、ね。そしてまた動画を見てねそのはじめ社長の言葉に改めてご両親の姿を重ねたかもしれません。あの時はこんなふうに我慢をしてくれたのかなっていうふうにねとかね、食べたい時に食べられない寂しさもねさせたかもしれないなって。でもそれと同時にそのね15年の日々の営みの中でいっぱいいっぱいにご両親からね、心配と、ね、愛情が詰まってた日々だったんだなっていうふうにも気づかれたんだと思います。私はこの親御さんの姿にね、阿弥陀様が私に向かってくださるこのお心っていうのをね重ねずにはいられませんでした。この人生はもう誰とも変わることができません。皆さんお一人お一人ご自身のね命を生きている病気も抱えているんだったらご自身で抱えていること、そして苦労もあると思います。喜びもあるかもしれないけどそれもご自身で抱えていくこと、そしてね老いもそうですしやがて迎えていくこの死もねこの身一人でいつかは受け入れていかないといけない。下を向いてこれは一人ぼっちだなっていうふうに思う私の姿を仏様はね自分のこととして受け止めようとね抱えてくださった、悲しんでくださった、共に傷んでくださった。もう十分すぎるぐらい抱えきれないほどの心配を抱えている私にあなたがこうあるべきだ、こうしなさいとはおっしゃらなかったんですね。この仏があなたのために変わってみせるから、変わるから、ね、あなたが抱える不安や苦悩、ね、全部見てその不安も、ね、苦悩も全部あなたごと抱えられる仏になってみせるからと願って今何万打仏とこの私のこの身に、ね、満ち満ちてくださっています。仏様をね一方的に何万打仏、ね、安心してねあなた一人ぼっちじゃないからねあなたの命を虚しい命にさせませんよとこの私に安心を届けようとね、 呼び覚ましてくださっています。そのまま来いと言われるその願いをね聞かせていただくときにはね、私は一りぼっちだなというふうに思っていたけれども、そうではなかったんだなという温かい、ね、この私に向けられた温かい命の眼差しっていうのが育まれていく、目覚めさせられていくんじゃないかなと味わいます。この何万打仏何万打仏一つ一つに仏様の目いっぱいの心が詰められています。私は今日これでしばらくねビザの関係でちょっとうまくいかなかったので帰らないといけませんけれどもね、私たちお互い何万打仏の仏さんでつながっているというかね、一緒ですから、私も島根に帰ったらね、同じ仏様に向かって、お念仏もさせてもらいます。その時皆さんのね、同じようにされているんだろうなっていうふうに、ここでね、感じながらお参りさせていただければなというふうに思います。これでさようならではありませんのでね、また帰ってまいります。来週帰ってきたら皆さんどうですかね、分かりませんけれどもね、また、しばらく空きますけれども、引き続き、三之瀬別院にお参りいただければと思います。ありがとうございました。では、5文章、こちらの5文章を読んで終わらせていただきたいと思います。140だったかな、ごめんなさいね。141ページですね。聖人一流章というところを読ませてもらいます。ありました？聖人一流のご関係の趣は信心をもって御とせられ候。そのゆえはもろもろの造業を投げ捨てて一心に御に奇妙すれば、不可思議の眼力として仏の方より往生事情せしめたも、そのくらいを一年発起入賞上始終と申釈し、その上の称名念仏った如来我が往生を定めたまいし、ご恩法人の念仏と心べきなり、アナカシコ何万だはい、ありがとうございました。これで、本日の日本語講座をね終わらせていただきます。ありがとうございました。ではお焼香よろしかったら皆さんで、はい、どうぞ。あと12時からあちらで私のパーティーを開いてくださっているようですので、よかったら皆さんお時間ありましたらどうぞご一緒ください。